Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. If you follow basketball, you know Chilltown Hoops.
So this is really good right here. Yo, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world. Y'all know what time it is when y'all see me. It's Monday. We are fresh into the basketball week. We had some good basketball over the weekend, and there is a realization that I may have to come to. I already had this conversation not too long ago, but there's some things that I'm becoming more. There's just some things that I'm becoming more aware of that I just feel like the more that I not say something about it, the more it's going to get swept under the rug. And then when it happens, I'm just going to look crazy when in reality, I've thought this for the whole time. So I want to start the conversation by saying, I think the only way the Lakers have an opportunity to win the NBA championship is they have to avoid Denver. Every team that I remember, there are teams that I remember that have teams who have their number. And there's really nothing that you can do about it, right? There's just teams that have that. And I've seen it time and time again. I have. In order for you to win it, you need some things to go your way. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. You 100% need things to go your way. If Derrick Rose doesn't get hurt, right? If Derrick Rose doesn't get hurt, the Chicago Bulls have Jimmy Butler, Derrick Rose, who are both young guys and getting better. They got Joakim Noah. They got Luol Deng. That Chicago Bulls team is turning into something serious. Well, Derrick Rose gets hurt. Okay, James doesn't have to worry about that now. Paul George in the summer of 15, he breaks his leg. That's a team that now I don't have to worry about them. I don't have to worry about them now. This is what I'm talking about when I say having things go your way. And that's ultimately what happens. You need some things to go your way. I always preface, right? I always preface the Houston Rockets from the 93-94 Rockets, the 94-95 Rockets. I always preface them. And the reason why is because Seattle had their number. Seattle beat them 6 times in 8 years. 6 times in 8 years, they beat them. The Houston Rockets in the 2010s, they lost to the Golden State Warriors, I think 3 times in 5 years. There are teams that other teams just have your number. There are other teams that have your number. It's not a coincidence that the Houston Rockets won the NBA championship in back-to-back seasons, and they got to avoid Seattle. Seattle got bounced in round 1 that year. And they avoided them again in 95. How? Because Seattle lost to Phoenix. No, it was the Lakers. I think they lost to Phoenix. But they lost. And you've had some fortune, and it's not a coincidence that the very next year in 96, the Houston Rockets are in the semifinals. Who do they run into? They run into Seattle and get swept out of the playoffs. And get swept right out of the playoffs. The Houston Rockets in the 2010s with James Harden. They run into the Warriors in 15, they run into them in 18, and they run into them in 19. And they get bounced. There are teams that just have your number. And there's nothing that you can do about it. That's what's going on with the Lakers. That's what's going on right now with the Los Angeles Lakers. Denver has their number. And I don't think that this is a great team anyway. I'm wrapped up in how good James still is. I'm wrapped up in how good Anthony Davis still is. I'm wrapped up in that. I'm wrapped up in the chemistry between Anthony Davis and Austin Reeves because that works. But with me wrapped up in that, I'm ignoring glaring issues like the fact that they got a guy on their team, like they got one-dimensional guys on their team. When I say one-dimensional guys, I mean guys who, when they do this one thing, if they're not doing this, they're pretty useless. Just so you guys know, I just want to make sure that we're clear on this. D'Angelo Russell in 2020, in the 2022-23 season, in the playoffs, when he saw them in the playoffs, because he got traded mid-season, right? He got traded mid-season. When he saw them in the playoffs, he was averaging 6 points. 6 points on 32% and 13% on the long ball. The next year, when they see them again, he got better. No Bruce Brown, because I think Bruce Brown talked him out of that series. These are just the raw numbers. I'll get into logistics and I'll get into specifics in a second. But the next year, they played him again in the playoffs. The numbers get better. He goes from averaging 6 to 14 a game. 46% from the floor, 28 on the long ball. No. And that was the whole series. Right? That was the whole series. 38% in the play and 38% from the field, 31% from three. That was in the playoffs, 14 a game. That 46% and 28 from three, that was one game. That was a regular season game. And then just a couple of days ago when they played them, he was 20% from the floor and 17 from three. Just so we clear, in the last 3 years, we're in year 3 now. The Lakers have beaten them one time, once in 3 years. They own them. When you got a guy who is a one-dimensional guy like D'Angelo Russell, who only does one specific thing, like scoring, and when he's not doing that, he's pretty useless. It's difficult to have him on the floor. And on top of that, we have to discuss, as good a defender as Anthony Davis is, we have to discuss that he hasn't been that good this season as a defender. He hasn't been. I'll be lying to you if I said he's played defense this year like he played defense last year. He's played defense this year like he played defense the year that they went to the Western Finals. He didn't. He's not doing that. No, he's not. And I think that's largely due to a number of different things. One, I think it's largely due to, one, the scheme that he's in. Anthony Davis is much better as a roamer. He's a damn good one-on-one defender. He's a damn good switch defender. I don't think he's as good as Bam. I don't think he's as good as Evan Mobley as a switch defender, but he is a damn good switch defender, 100%. We're talking about big guys. But I think he's better. I think he's better suited in aromas in being a roamer. Much better suited in being a roamer. Being around the basket, weak side help, that helps him rebound, that helps him shot block, stuff like that. That 100% helps him. When you put him in one-on-one situations with Joker, that's a problem. Right? That's a huge problem. Now, I want you to compound that with guys like Rui, who there aren't a lot of guys that I subscribe to in the NBA who are good screeners. Not a lot of them. I'll be lying to you if I said that there's a lot of guys who are really good screeners in the NBA, because it's not. No, it is not. But there are some good screeners. And I think that a lot of these guys use that logic that everybody's a good screener, so guys can't get around screens. Rui is one of those guys who doesn't do a good enough job to get around screens. And I think the communication with the Lakers defensively is terrible. Terrible. I'll give you some action, for example. I got MPJ on the left wing. He's running two-man action with Joker. I got Anthony Davis covering Joker, and I got Rui covering MPJ. Well, the ball moves. Here comes Joker, right? Here comes Joker. He's got the ball, by the way. Yep, here comes Joker. He's got the ball. Joker dribble hands off to MPJ. Both Anthony Davis and Rui both go to MPJ. No communication. Leaves Joker wide open at the long ball line. Wide open. MPJ kicks it back to Joker. He's wide open on the left wing where he's pretty good. Cracks the three. And that's what we have. That's the kind of stuff that's going on with the Lakers in terms of communication. I'm not buying the idea that, a guy just can't play defense, because there's a lot of effort in defense. Again, I can teach you footwork. I can teach you which hand to use. I can teach you how to get on the line, up the line. I can teach you basic stuff, which a lot of these guys don't know. But I don't see a lot of communication with the Lakers. I don't see a lot of communication with them, which would explain why defensively they're as bad as they are. They don't gang rebound. They leave that responsibility primarily to Anthony Davis. Rui doesn't rebound nearly as much as he should. James doesn't rebound. That's largely due to him being older. His rebounding, his ability to rebound has definitely gone the other way. But he's out there. So I'm expecting him on some level to still be James. And I got to get off that. I do. I have to get off that. I can't stay on that. There's no way that I can stay on that. I got to get off that. Off the strength that that's not who he is anymore. Next month, around this time next month, he's going to be turning 40 years old. 40. I want to make sure you heard that correctly. 40. 40. He's been in the league over 20. He's been in the league 20 plus years. Since 2003. In November of 2003, that's when he showed up. That was 22 years ago. 22. So I have to ask myself this question when watching this unit, because to be honest with you, I don't think the offense is that bad. I think they get good action. I do. I think they get good action, and I think that they bring the right people into the action with Anthony Davis and Austin Reeves. I love that pick and pop, that pick and dive action between those two guys. I love that. Those two guys are definitely on the same page. And I love how good they are in transition. I think they got a damn good transition team. James is always looking ahead of the floor. Anthony Davis is running. It's just something about when they run into Denver. It's something about when they run into Denver. And I want to subscribe to the logic, right? I want to subscribe to the logic. And Brian, I'm not buying that Anthony Davis is too small at the center. No, he's not. Because you ain't saying that about Bam. No, he's not. You're not saying that about Bam. Bam plays the 5, and Bam is awesome. Bam has been awesome at the 5. Awesome. Previous to this year, Bam has been awesome at the 5. Don't tell me that Anthony Davis is too small, because no, he isn't. No, he is not. Nick Claxton is not too small at the 5. He's been awesome. So no, he isn't. I'm not buying that. No, I'm not. But I want to get back to what I was saying. Right? Whether he was on the Lakers or not, Brian, what difference does it make? He still plays the 5. And this isn't college football where they only play in the Eastern Conference, or they only play in the Atlantic Division, or they only play in the Southeast Division. They play in the whole NBA, which means they play everybody. And Bam's been an all-league defender. Anyway, so I have to ask myself, watching the Lakers, has the window closed for this team to win the NBA championship? Are they outdated? There's a part of me that wants to say yes. Because when I see them against Denver, I'm thinking, y'all can't beat them. And that's the modern game. You guys can't beat them. You run into somebody like that, that's the modern game. The awesome 5-man running 2-man. The awesome 5-man running 2-man action with the lead guard. And you have no answer for it. You have no answer for it. But then I'm thinking, I'm still stuck on, they got 2 top 10 players in the game in both James and Anthony Davis. 2 of them. It can't be LeBron James throwing his unit on his back and taking him there. He can't do that anymore. He can't. So the question now is, how far can Anthony Davis take this team? That's the $1 million question. How far does this team go with Anthony Davis? That's the question that I have. And since we're on the subject of distance, go over to playback. When you get an opportunity, go over to Sports Fluent and playback. And there's a double simulcast between Chilltown Hoops and playback. Check it out. See if you like it. Yeah. See if you like it. I think that I think you will. Both Sports Fluent and I came up with this idea that we're gonna dual simulcast our stream. But anyway, when I talk about how good the Lakers are gonna go as Anthony Davis goes. It's gonna be how far. I can tell you right now, the days of James throwing units on his back and taking them to the NBA championship are over. Those days are over. I said that 3 years ago. I said that in 2001. 2021, I'm sorry, not 2001. So I said that in 2021. Those days are finished. If I'm expecting LeBron James, I'm expecting this team to carry James to the playoffs and for James to throw this team on his back in the playoffs and take them to the promised land. I am the delusional old man. And I'm not. I'm not. I'm not delusional. No. I don't think that he can still do that. I just don't. This team is going to go as far as Anthony Davis takes them. It's that simple, both offensively and defensively. Their schemes have to be better. They got to do a better job. They got to do a better job in getting around screens. They got to do a better job in rebounding. Don't tell me that this team can't rebound. Don't tell me that this team can't defend. Even though they do have a few one-dimensional guys, I'm disappointed in guys like Reddish. I am. I'm disappointed in guys like Reddish. And the reason why I'm disappointed in guys like Reddish is because that's why he was brought here. Right? I'm disappointed in guys like Reddish because that's why he was brought here. He was brought here specifically to be a wing defender. And they don't cause any havoc on the wings defensively. None. They're at the bottom of the league in steals. They're at the bottom of the league in steals. This team. They're at the bottom of the league in steals. They're at the bottom of the league in deflections. They don't cause any havoc on the wing. None. None. They don't get around screens. They're not in the passing lanes. They don't close out at the long ball line. They're one of the worst long ball defending teams in the game. And I think I'm not buying that. I'm not buying the logic that that's solely personnel. I think it's an effort thing. I 100% think it's an effort thing. You can get around screens. 100% you can get around screens because guys don't screen a lot in the NBA. There's a lot of ghost screens going on. There's a lot of slips going on. That's where communication comes in. Stay. I'm through it. Let me through it. Open up. So when you play and drop, when a guy like Anthony Davis is playing drop, okay, he's playing drop. That gives me enough room to get around screens. If he's hedging, that means I'm chasing. Right? If he's hedging, that means I'm chasing. And that gives him enough time to get back to his guy. But that requires effort. That requires me to consistently give effort. And that hasn't been going on with the Lakers. It hasn't been. And that's one of the main reasons why they are who they are right now. I'm not listening to the logic that they've been the recipients of a favorable schedule. Because I ain't had to listen to that shit when the Bulls won 72 games. I didn't. I ain't have to listen to that when the Warriors won 73 games. You beat who's in front of you. You beat who is in front of you. If we get a stretch where we get lesser competition, so what? That happens. But you beat who's in front of you. 100% you do that. So I definitely have to do this. I'm sorry. I gotta do this because I've been waiting to talk to this dude. I ain't seen my dude in a minute. So yes. I've been waiting to talk to this dude. Yes, sir. I ain't seen my dude in a minute. So I'm not buying that. I'm not subscribing to that. A lot of that stuff is effort. And if there's no way you think that if James is good enough to take them to the NBA championship, they doing that. No, them days is over, B. Over.
No, buddy. We're not gonna do that. No. I hear all the cap, baby. And I let them wait for this one. So first of all, you a lie and you know it. You sit out here making excuses. First of all, you're making excuses for the Lakers just being trash. That's first and foremost.
You think they suck?
A lot of you guys.
Stop right there, Ticket. Hold on, Ticket. You think they whack?
Yes. A lot of you guys.
Based on what, Ticket? Based on what, Ticket? Why they whack?
Based on the fact that they're pretty much worse in every category than they were last year. But everybody banged on Darvin Ham and said Darvin Ham's this horrible coach and all of these things. But guess what? J.J. Redick is doing the same thing Darvin Ham did, but he ain't getting no smoke for it. He benched D-Lo. Darvin Ham benched D-Lo.
He did do that.
He played Cam Reddish a lot. J.J. Redick had Cam Reddish under the bench, then started playing him a lot because he realized he didn't have no defense on the perimeter. Same thing Darvin Ham did.
Darvin Ham started him last year.
Okay, and now J.J. Redick starting him. He figured out, okay, Darvin Ham was right after saying all that crap they said about him. So let's just get to the meat and potatoes of this. First of all, once again, man, you're wrong, brother. And yes, they are garbage, man. Them being a beneficiary of damn near every single game they won, playing a depleted team without their best players, bro. Come on, man. That ain't you talking about, oh, we didn't complain about the 72 win Bulls. No, because they wasn't playing teams like that, though. The Lakers are literally playing teams without their top 2 best players. You play Memphis without John Morant and Desmond Bane.
Yeah.
That's done. You play the Pelicans without Zion, CJ McCollum, Jose Alvarado, the whole goddamn lineup except for Brandon Ingram.
Yep.
You won that game. You played the goddamn Philadelphia 76ers without Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and all those guys. You won that game. Barely.
Yep.
Come on, bro. All these games they played. They played Toronto and
there,
Toronto.
Ticket. Don't do that, Ticket. Don't stay right there, Ticket. Stay right there. I'm gonna use a dose of your medicine. We did beat Minnesota with Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle. We did beat them with those guys. No, don't stop there, Ticket.
We don't like but nobody. But they're not an elite team
this
year.
With KD.
They're not an elite team this year. Hold on. Hold on. You got them early in the season, and Toronto and the Timberwolves are not an elite team this year. They're not the same team they were last year. Don't have the same chemistry. Aren't the same team.
Yep.
So that excuse out the window. We
beat Sacramento with D'Angelo Russell. De'Aaron Fox. We beat Sacramento with Sabonis. We did beat them.
They're not an elite team. They're not an elite team. They're one of the worst teams. They're one of the bottom teams in the West. All those teams you're naming are not the better teams no more. If you look at the top teams in the West,
that's not true.
If you look at the top teams in the West, look at the top 6 teams in the West. Those guys aren't the top 6 teams in the West, buddy. You guys ain't doing nothing but doing nothing but tomato can smashing. You guys are smashing tomato cans, and this is what happens when y'all play good teams. Y'all get burnt. When y'all play good teams, y'all get the hell beat out of you. That's the telltale right there. How is it when you play good teams that actually have formidable teams, they get the hell beat out of them, bro? That's not a good team. When you get beat by the Denver Nuggets, who've been struggling the way they've been struggling, just because they had some, and they still had the missing guys, and they just ran through y'all. Jamal Murray didn't even play great that game. They ran through y'all. They didn't have Aaron Gordon, ran right through y'all. 50-17 run in LA when LA had a night off and they on a back-to-back. Come on, bro. That's unacceptable, man. So let's just say that's coaching. Let's just say D'Lo is having the worst season of his NBA career under J.J. Redick. That's coaching.
Problem.
Because D'Lo, he was so sold on J.J. Redick, and he bought into J.J. Redick. Remember, he was talking all down on Darvin Ham. I love having J.J. And look what J.J.'s done to him. Absolutely humiliated the guy, right?
Right.
We all thought that everybody was praising and honoring that offense J.J. Redick got, but people forget LeBron James and AD ain't finna run that offense the whole season, back cutting and stuff like that at that age. They're not finna run it the whole set. Offense not finna get ran the whole season. At the end of the day, they're gonna go right back to what they know best. And that's ISO one-on-one. You go, I go. Clear out, let me go.
That's not gonna win, Ticket. That's not.
That's what I'm hold on. But that's what I'm saying to you, sir. So when you keep talking about this team, bro, they are what they are. That's why I was so happy they had the same team that they had last year. Doc Rivers gave them bums a 10-game lead, and he's about to walk them down and catch them. Think about this. Doc Rivers gave them bums, and I heard you running your mouth and talking about the Bucks. They're about to catch these fools. They're 3 games behind them, bro.
Hold on, Ticket. Wait a minute now. Hold on, Ticket. Give me some credit now, Ticket, because I said we had this conversation, and I know you heard me on the panel. I said to these dudes, because they talked about Philly and they talked about Milwaukee, and I said if there's one team that can turn it around, it's Milwaukee. I said that.
Well, yeah, but that's after you was trashing them and stuff.
I think they fools gold, Ticket.
No, but they're not though. They're not because if you look at them, they're not because if you look at them, if they're not because if you look at them, first of all, they have had a depleted team all season. They played most of their games. They haven't even had their full team their whole season. Ain't even played one game yet. Chris Milton. He hasn't played one game. Do you know how many games the Big Three have played under Doc Rivers? They played under 8 games under Doc Rivers since his tenure. So Doc hasn't even had the Big Three. Then they played all the great teams in the league. They lost to them at the buzzer. The Cavs, both games, two-point games at the buzzer. The Boston Celtics, close game down the stretch. That loss. So it wasn't like they're getting ran off the court. The Lakers are playing great teams and getting ran off the court. Ran off the court. This ain't, bro. A team goes on a 50-17 run in your house and you have no answer. Come on, bro. You have Russell Westbrook out there hot dogging on y'all. Man, come on, man. What are we talking about, man? The Lakers are not a good team. They're going to cry again about another trade. They're stupid for benching D'Lo because you're destroying his trade value, because when you want to trade him, he ain't going to be worth nothing because of what y'all benching him for. These are all the different things you got to see that's going on.
But here's the difference though with D'Angelo Russell, Ticket. It's the Laker people who just want him off the roster, not completely leaving out. If you lose him, one, you're gonna lose one of your better long ball shooters. You're gonna lose one of your better scorers. Two, if you lose him, what are you gonna get for him?
Listen. If you didn't bench him, throw him under the bench, you would have got something reasonable for him. But the fact that you've benched him now and he looks like one of the worst guards in the league, you've destroyed his value. D'Lo would have been able to get good value putting D'Lo in a package at the beginning of the season. But the fact that you benched him, humiliated him, and now he looks like he's straight garbage. Now it's going to be hard.
Which he's not, by the way. But
it's going to be hard for you to get. That's why JJ Redick made the mistake of putting him to the bench. You can always make that mistake with D'Lo. D'Lo will make you so mad, he'll make you want to do that. But look what Darvin Ham did. He only did it for a few games, then went back to him, and the Lakers balled out. JJ Redick's going to have to go back to him. He's not going to be able to keep playing like that and then say, okay, we're going to trade him, because you're not going to get nothing for him.
But Ticket, you understand why he went to the bench. It's not like he went to the bench just because. He went to the bench.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you're trying to trade him. Everybody knows that. You can't put him on the bench. You're gonna kill his value. You're not going to be able to get anything for him. What teams are going to do is they're going to make you give up all those other pieces. They're going to gut your team just for you to get another big piece that's not going to work. Because the Lakers need depth all the way across the roster, like they had the first time they won a championship. They don't have that, bro.
They don't have that with Gabe Vincent.
That's my point. That's my point to you. So my point to you is all this time they blame Darvin Ham. It was not Darvin Ham, bro. Darvin Ham did the best of what he can do. Bro, you make shifting guys. The Lakers got a bunch of one-way guys. They got guys who can score but can't play no defense. Ain't nobody cooking Austin Reeves for not playing no D ever in a day. Dalton Connect out there.
No, don't do that, Ticket. Don't do that, Ticket, because I do. That's not true. Because that goes back to when he was playing in the FIBA World Championships when they was hunting his ass. And I said that. I've been on that with him. The difference is that the effort is there with him. So don't do that, Ticket.
Right,
no.
But what I'm saying is nobody's saying that that JJ Redick is. They're praising JJ Redick, but everything he's done has been worse than Darvin Ham. Listen, and him and Darvin Ham basically have the same.
That's not true.
Him and Darvin Ham basically have the same record after this point in the last season. And guess what? All of JJ Redick's numbers are worse. All defensive numbers. They one of the worst. They like the third to last defensive ranked team in the league, bro.
Oh,
that's crazy.
One of the worst rebounding teams.
Hold on. They're right there where they were last year with with Darvin Ham. Look it up. Then talk about assists. Darvin Ham's teams had more assists. But JJ Redick's supposed to have an intricate offense. This all online. Look it up. Look at Darvin Ham's numbers from last year and look at JJ Redick's numbers from this year.
Ticket, they don't do any. If you look at this team, all right, I think they're in the top 10 in the league, if I'm not mistaken. You can straighten me out because I go off a lot of this stuff. I go off the top.
Bro, I'm saying they're not. Hold on, I'm saying compared to what Darvin Ham did, and people were saying Darvin Ham was trash. You understand what I'm saying? Right.
Right.
Compared to what he was doing,
JJ
Redick's doing worse.
Ticket, they're in the bottom of the again, Ticket, you can straighten me out because a lot of times I go off the top of the dome when I'm talking to you. So I think that they're one of the worst teams in the league at the long ball line. That's number one.
Darvin Ham and them was better than remember Darvin Ham and them started like that, but then they improved and became like right towards the middle of the pack.
They give up some.
Remember Darvin Ham and them started off as one of the worst 3-point shooting teams, and they had a record. And then they worked it back up and got it out to the middle of the pack during the season. JJ Redick and them dudes are worse at everything. Look it up.
But Ticket, the difference is that if you look at this Lakers team this year, so why are they in the top 5 in the West then, Ticket?
You're not talking about here. Hold on. Listen. Because everybody's been hurt. You got Kawhi for the Clippers, so they lost games. They on the 5.
Why are you even talking? Don't talk to me about Leonard, Ticket.
I'm not saying that. You asked me. Hold on.
I want to hear that.
Bro, you asked me a question. I'm telling you why teams are falling back. Because the Sacramento Kings made a big move and bringing a big piece in that hasn't fit right. So did the T-Wolves. Their chemistry is off because when you make a big move like that, when you got, star for a star, it's not always going to click. You know what I'm saying? So you
even
got
though
that
Julius Randle ain't playing bad, he's actually playing good.
Right. But that's not. But it doesn't fit in how Cat fit in with everybody else. See what I'm saying? It's all about rhythm. Here's the thing, man. I thought Darvin Ham did a great job with that team. It's the personnel, Chilltown. It's literally the personnel, bro. They got one-way guys, bro. You got to have two-way guys, bro. The Lakers got a bunch of one-way talented guys. Vanderbilt can play defense, can't play offense. You understand what I'm saying?
D'Angelo Russell,
Austin Reeves, offense, no defense. Gets hunted every time.
Russell,
Connect. Offense, no defense. See what I'm saying, bro? Then you go all the way down the list. D'Lo, offense, no defense. So at some point in time, you're like, hold on, man.
James too. Don't leave James out ticket. Don't leave out James.
Right, no. But I'm not. I'm saying, but you saying we can't trade baskets. So what we have to do is now I have to get some guys in here who can get a stop. I have to mix him in here with these other guys. Now I'm gonna have to compromise some of our offense. But this is what Darvin Ham had to do, bro. And people didn't understand that. So when you go down and look at it, all these people like analytics, bro. When you look at all of the numbers, Darvin Ham was better than damn near every single category, bro. These are all facts. Look it up. I'm not making this up. You go look up tonight to the show. You're going to say, damn, they cooked Darvin Ham. But really, they got the same team, except for the Lakers got a slightly better team with Dalton Connect. And they got worse results right now. Like, they both got it right around the same record after the first 18 games, 17, 18 games. And not only that, you look at the numbers, they're worse defensively.
But Ticket, I'm trying to make sense of what you took, because this is what you're trying to sell me, Ticket. Okay, this is what you're trying to sell me. You're trying to sell me that this team is worse, is around the same as what happened last year. Only except last year, the teams in the Western Conference, they weren't as beat up.
They were better. So the teams were way better. Hold on, the teams were way better. And and not only that, hold on one second. The teams were way better, and the Lakers were better coached. And here's why I keep saying they were better coached. Because Darvin Ham identified the problem from the jump, bro. Darvin Ham identified. Listen. Everybody was destroying Darvin Ham for playing Cam Reddish early in that season, all those minutes. They were destroying him for playing that guy. But Darvin Ham saw from the beginning, I can't win games if I'm playing one-way guys. Because it doesn't matter if these guys got an off night, they're going to still get cooked. At least if Cam Reddish has an off night, we know he's going to play all-world. He's going to be all up on you, press up on you, full court, play all-world defense. Then it doesn't help when you put a scrub like Bronny on a roster and have him taking up a roster spot when you got a guy like Quincy Olivari and these guys that can actually play, that can have a roster spot, a guy that's actually a guard that's going to defend, pick up full court and defend. They need those type of guys on the team.
That part
two-way guys, bro. So you got to have that. Let Bronny develop in the G League. Let him sit down and develop in the G League, get his game right, chill. Don't worry about him. Get the guys up that can actually play. And then don't kill the guys you're trying to trade. Don't kill their trade value because you got to move them. Guess what's going to happen now? So now when you want to turn around and trade D'Lo, guess what they're going to do? Throw in Dalton Connect. You got to throw in Dalton Connect.
You're not doing.
So now you ain't getting no trade. So now you're not getting no trade. So that's what I'm saying to you. Right. So what I'm saying to you is that now it's going to expose them because watch this, chill. Tomorrow they play Phoenix. And guess what happened today? KD and Beal's coming back tomorrow. They announced it today.
Right.
So now you got to play. Now you got to play Phoenix and Phoenix with both KD and Beal back.
We already beat them, by the way. Ticket.
But that doesn't matter. That was at the beginning of the season. That was before they got rolling. Yep. Ever since then, remember they had got rolling before they got hurt. Phoenix had became one of the hottest teams in the league before KD and Beal got hurt. Mm-hmm. Then when they got hurt, they kind of lost these last couple of games.
Yeah, they was I think like 4-9 or something like that. With
bro, I'm trying to tell you, you gonna see, chill. That the same thing that was happening last year, you're going to see, dang, this is what Darvin Ham was doing. Darvin Ham don't look that bad after the moves he made. Bro, chill. When you a coach and you in practice, you know what you got and you don't got, man. You know what you're seeing and what you don't see, man. You're watching the film, man. Everybody else might not understand why you making that move. You know why you making that move, man. Darvin Ham's trying to win games, bro. And JJ Redick, he's looking at it like, and look at all the moves he's starting to make was just like what Darvin Ham did. Boom. As soon as he put he had Cam Reddish under the bench. Then all of a sudden, Cam Reddish is starting playing all these minutes. That's the same thing Darvin Ham did. But Darvin Ham was starting Cam Reddish off the jump. Say, okay, I got to start him. Boom. At least he's
like I remember he started in the Miami Heat game last year. I remember that. I do remember that.
Because I remember that for a fact. Y'all don't have no defense. Listen, AD has no help because if AD's on the back line, right, and you got nobody stopping the perimeter penetration, bro, you're gonna get destroyed every time. And think about this. JJ Redick is focused more on offense than he has on defense, Chilltown. So what are we saying?
I think what
JJ Redick has focused more offensively than he has defensively. Darvin Ham, at least Darvin Ham wasn't as bad offensively, but he focused on defense. JJ Redick has to turn his situation around and completely focus on that defense. Bro, listen, when you got LeBron and AD, you're going to score points. But if you don't have that defense right,
they're not though. Ticket, that's the problem. They're not scoring points. Ticket, they're at the bottom of the league in offense.
But you know, defense creates offense. Great defense
100% it does.
So what I'm saying to you is this: that's JJ Redick's fault though, because he's got to be able to make the right tap in and make the right substitution, have the right guys out there. That's going to cause right. But listen, that's going to cause frustration at on the perimeter, bro.
Right.
If you can't cause no frustration on the perimeter and guys are getting blown by, and you sitting, bro, you putting too much responsibility on AD is gonna get in foul trouble and get knocked out, especially because you don't have a real center beside AD. That's a defensive guy that can help block shots and clean glass as well. So you're depending on AD to do all that. So think about this, Chilltown, and I'm gonna say this before I get ready to go in a few minutes because I know you got other people. AD, he has to play great for the Lakers to win every night. Every night they won, he's played great, offensively, defensively. If he don't, they lose.
Leading the league in scoring.
Right, but I'm saying if he don't, they lose. So here's the point. The point is that you have to get other guys on the perimeter to help take pressure off of AD defensively because you're going to wear AD down. If AD just keep getting guys attack the rim all game long, and you know how AD is, Chilltown, he going after everything. So if you do that, bro, you're going to wear him down. How you going to expect him to use something offensively? See what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's all I'm saying to you. Like JJ Redick, that's why I say he ain't no great coach right now, bro. He has to find out that there's two ends to the basketball court. And remember this, he never was a guy who played defense his career anyways. So what do he know about defense? You and I both know Darvin Ham was a defensive guy.
He was a
defensive guy,
grinder,
hustler. You understand what I'm saying? JJ Redick wasn't. He was a three-point shooter guy who understood how to get open and shoot threes. That's it. So now you're looking at a guy who was mainly focused on offense. He talked about offense, didn't really focus on the defense and getting burnt defensively, and now having to make moves that jeopardize what he want to do offensively because he don't have the personnel.
Ticket, where does this Laker team go from here? As from in your estimation, watching this Laker team, because I'm still on the logic that I think if they can avoid Denver, I think that they could be trouble in the West. Where does this team go?
No, because they don't. Chilltown, they can't because they don't get stops, bro. They're gonna have to get personnel. They have the same issue they had with Darvin Ham.
So we got to trade again, Ticket? We're doing that again?
But listen, I'm telling you the truth, bro. Listen, you have to get a couple two-way players on your team. For example, here's why the Bucks was able to turn their team around. Look who the Bucks have, Chilltown. They got at least couple two-way guys. Gary Trent Jr. is going to play defense, and he can hit threes. He's been cooking lately, and he plays deep.
Brook Lopez, one of the best rim protectors in the game.
And then you got Taurean Prince, who played for the Lakers last year. You know he's going to play defense. And you know he's going to hit some shots because he shot 40-something% for the Lakers last year from the three-point line. See what I'm saying? Right. So they got guys who play both ends of the court over there. So you can hide a guy like Dame Lillard for some portion. See, then Giannis is going to play both ends of the court. Brook Lopez is going to play both ends of the court. Bobby Portis is going to play both ends of the court. The Lakers have to get personnel like that, guys who are going to play both. You can't have guys who are one-way guys and expect to win in this league with how talented these other guys are offensively, especially on team. They're going to burn you, bro. You can't play LeBron James and them but so many minutes, bro. LeBron should only be around 31 minutes a game this year, bro. AD should only be around 37, 38 minutes a game.
I think Steph Curry playing something like 31, 32 minutes.
I keep Connect, and I have to unload Austin Reeves, D'Lo.
Ticket, who is available?
Reeves, D'Lo, Hachimura, Reeves.
Who stays?
Davis,
James, Connect. Davis, James, Connect. Who else is unavailable?
Davis, James, Connect. That's it.
So after them three guys, whoever you want, you can have.
Everybody can go. You have to, bro. Because if you think about it, think about this. You're gonna have to get if you're gonna get a great players in return. Because remember, it's not gonna be just one player in return. You're trying to get another good role player that can two-way player that come back with a star. So you're gonna have to give up Hachimura, and then that's to make the numbers work too. Hachimura, D'Lo.
The money got to work. We have to make
Hachimura and D'Lo's contracts together will help you. Reeves, that gets you a max guy.
Are we doing this again, Ticket?
You have to, bro. Listen, I'm sorry, Chilltown. I'm giving Reeves up because I got Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect's doing what as a rookie. He's leaps and bounds past an Austin Reeves.
And he's bigger than Reeves too, by the way.
Thank you, bro. So now we talking. So those three guys can go. You go get you another star, and then you get you another good role player that's a two-way player. That's what you do, bro. And now at least we can defend. because at least now I can come out here respectably. I have another scorer. Then I'll have to LeBron James. I don't have to depend on LeBron and 80 to score all the points. And I have another two-way defender. Now I don't have to worry about Austin Reeves having to get minutes but getting burnt every single night on defense. Then I don't have to worry about I hate having to unload Roy Hachimura, but he's up and down, he can go.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And D'Lo, I don't have to worry about that problem no more. A guy who can score offensively but don't play no defense. Let somebody else have him. It's enough guys out here, bro, that you can find that are two-way players that fit, bro. And the Lakers need to find an Aaron Gordon type of guy, a guy who doesn't need to have the ball, but can get you 16, 17 points, but also is going to play defense. Also is going to do the little things. And then you get you a good role player like a Bruce Brown or somebody, a two-way role player. That's what you do if you're the Lakers, bro. If the Lakers do that, now their team looks different. If you got a guy like Bruce Brown who's not doing nothing over there in Toronto or Indiana, one or the other, you go get him. What is he, like 20 million, 18, 19 million? I'd rather have him. If I'm the Lakers, if I'm the Lakers, I'd rather have him than Austin Reeves on this team with Dalton Connect. You know why? Because he's going to give me everything I need offensively, defensively, and he's got championship pedigree. He's won a championship as a role player. And he's only been in the league 6-7 years.
Ticket, you necessary, yo. Ticket, you necessary. You understand
I'm
me,
just
man?
telling you, bro. I'm just telling you the truth. So
where you
the
been
bottom
at?
line of what I'm saying, I'm gonna leave right now. Bottom line of what I'm saying, the problem was not the coach,
Darvin Ham.
So
you're telling me that the problem wasn't Darvin Ham,
man? The problem was the personnel, bro. That's the problem.
You necessary, Ticket, my man.
Bro, I'm gonna let you, bro.
Don't be a stranger, my man.
No,
don't be a stranger.
I'll be checking to see your everything. You don't even know. I've been listening to your cap wait to load up on you, boy. I got you.
Don't be a stranger, B. You know where to find me at. You know what? All right, brother. Good to talk to you. Yo.
Hey, what's going on, bro?
What up? What up?
I'm just taking my victory lap, of course.
Yeah.
Obviously, just to let you know, we didn't beat y'all in the last 3 years, but in the last 3 years we played 4 games, and y'all only won 2 of them, and we won 2. The 2 that we won, we put up 30. By the way,
just so we clear, I didn't appreciate that ass whooping at all yesterday.
I mean, but here's the thing. If you was paying attention, you knew what was going to happen because the San Francisco 49ers have what I like to call a 3-year contingency plan. By year 3, bro, if they ain't where they need to be, that means they're going to be in the shitter. So look for this team to break up after
that's not a contingency plan. A contingency plan is a backup plan, Leaf, and we don't have that. So we got a
backup plan is to break it up. That's the backup plan.
No, that's not a contingency plan. To run, that's what we doing. Our contingency plan is to run. Okay, if this shit don't work,
I don't consider it running. I just consider it okay. Like the thing about football, it's not like basketball. You can't hold a team together for that long. Guys get hurt. Guys get injured. Guys wear down. You know what I'm saying? So teams break up faster. But teams break up faster, you know what I'm saying? So I mean it. Oh, and by the way, we in terms of our rivalry, bro, we 39-34 against y'all. By the way, just to let you know. But I didn't really watch too many games this past week. I had to do my Nets game last night, and I really didn't like the way that game ended because I feel like
y'all let them back in the game. By the way,
we did them in
the chokehold the whole game.
We let them back in the game because we not that good of a team. That's why. That's number one. Number two, I felt like we used a lot of guys to finish that game off. Clowney went down with a nasty injury, and then Cam had landed on his back, and he already had a back injury. So
I did see that.
Yeah. So and you already know why that pisses me off because tonight we got the goddamn Warriors.
Y'all play the Warriors tonight.
Yes, we do, bro. And it's no team. I mean, it's a lot of it is teams that piss me off, but it's one team that really pissed me off.
It's them light-skinned dudes. Is that what it
is? It's not just them. It's the Curry minions, and you know them, bro. The Curry minions that come on your page and tell you Curry is top 10, and then you back them down. You tell them that they.
Top 5. Now I gotta listen to Leaf. Leaf. I gotta listen to the goofy shit. If they win it this year, Steph Curry's a top 5 player. And I'm gonna smash this mic. Leaf.
You all gonna smash this, yeah.
I'm gonna smash this mic, man, because I can't.
And guess what? I'm gonna help you smash it, bro. But because the thing is, now we leaning on the fact. My thing is, I'm always contingent on the fact that Curry, like without the championships, this is basically Mark Price on steroids. That's what it is. I've been said it, and I've always said it, bro. Like, so my thing is, we played them tonight. Everybody's waiting for us to unload the no limit tank, man, and run in. So I mean, I wanted to talk about guys we should keep. That's what I wanted to talk about. Cam
Well,
Johnson is playing.
here's the difference, though. They already made it clear, Leaf, that we having a fire sale. We 100% having a fire sale. They already made it clear in Brooklyn who's available.
Here's the thing. The front office is saying one thing, the newspapers is the articles are saying another, and then the coaching staff is saying another. So you got three different voices. My thing is this: you brought in a new coach. You didn't realize that he was going to be this good of a coach to get the guys to gel in the offseason and get players to play in a right spots. Now you got Ben Simmons playing faster. He still won't look at the basket, but he playing faster. The pace is up. He's still one of the best passers in the league. Could rebound, could defend. Cam Thomas is playing within the flow and the rhythm of the offense. Cam Johnson is being unlocked. I ain't gonna lie. Some nights he looking like goddamn Reggie Miller. I'm like, this shit is looking ridiculous, man. Nick Claxton. What I'm worried about is that how long is these guys gonna hold up? Because like Nick Claxton just signed inked off 100 mil, and he
4
came
years.
into the season. And he came into the season with injuries. And I'm looking at it like, all right, yo, did they get taken to the limit in training camp? Because Dayron is out, he was out. Now Clowney had that little spill yesterday, and he's out.
Yep.
Struder, it's a lot of guys on this team on 1-year deals. I wanted to know, if you in the front office, how do you unload and get the deals that you want? Do you go after guys that's on that's 2 years in the league that need their own team, like maybe a McCain or a Topich or something like that? Or what would you do in this predicament?
And I know this may sound ridiculous, Leaf. I think that Oklahoma City hands Topich over. I think they hand him right over because we need.
They hand him over.
I think they hand him right over. Yes,
I mean, but okay, if they hand him over to us, what do they want? Do they just solely want Cam Johnson?
Picks? I'm not giving Oklahoma.
I'm not giving them no damn picks. No.
I'm not giving.
No. The hell with that. We did that in the past, and it turned into Reed Shepard and the I don't even want to talk about them other two, but it turned into a whole bunch of shit that we don't have. So like the thing is, we came into this season. And we basically winked at the NBA front office. We was like, "Hey, we got 6 picks in this draft. Wink, wink. Hey, we looking for a top 3 pick. Wink, wink. We got the Bucks pick. Wink, wink. From 5 to 30. Wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of winked at them like, "Hey, we doing this and doing that." Meanwhile, the coaching staff is like, "Wait, what am I here to do? Oh, I'm here to win. Wait, we here to compete. Oh, wait. Oh, no, we here to. All right, you know what? F it. I'm just gonna compete." So, Jordy Fernandez, if you didn't know, he leads the league in successful challenges, by the way. That's because we don't get no damn calls. so
hey, Leaf, I gotta keep moving, brother. Good to talk to you, my man. I know where to find you.
All right, and next time don't talk no shit, man, about the damn 49ers. They stink.
What up?
What
up?
All right, on the panel, y'all had said something about Rod's defense, specifically last night game.
Whose defense? I'm sorry. Whose defense?
Rob Dillingham.
What about him?
On the panel, y'all had said that Rob is a bad defender. Pertaining to last night game, what happened in your eyes to where you can say he's a bad defender?
So last night yesterday afternoon, he was consistently put in switches with Drew Holiday, not just with Drew Holiday, with Derek White, where they went after him. Consistently, that was going on. And it got masked by him. Yes, they did. Derek White, not only did Derek White score on him, he got fouled twice. That's number 1. Number 2, Drew Holiday scored on him twice. Number 3, it got masked.
He got fouled twice? Like he got a foul call twice?
No, he fouled them. And on top of that, it got masked because he was getting to the rim. So it might have looked different. But in reality, they hunted him yesterday afternoon, which they should have. 100% they should have. Stop overrating him, Marcus. He's not a good defender right now. He's a kid that doesn't know what he's doing. Yes, you are. You talking about him like he's a good defender. He's not. Not yet, he's not. He's 155 pounds, 160 pounds. He doesn't know what he's doing at this level. When you're playing against better teams like the Boston Celtics, he gets hunted. That happens, and it gets masked by him being able to get downhill and score. Stop talking about this dude like he can defend like that, because he can't. He will one day, but not now. No.
All right, so rewatching it, because he only played 16 minutes. When Rob Dillingham gets hunted, he has the awareness before he actually gets committed to just switching on to the bigger guy. He has the awareness to call over another big man so that, he won't stay on the big and, it's just an easy 2 point.
He's got the awareness? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, he has the awareness to call over for another guy so he can get to the smaller guy. That's awareness.
You can't do that. You can call for help all you want. Help ain't coming for you.
No. I'm not saying call for help to double team. I'm saying calling for help. Like if a big is like say like in a pick and roll, right? This actually happened in the Raptors game. He got caught in a pick and roll. He was behind. He tagged one of the big men, but Nas was like right there next to him. But Nas was guarding the corner guy.
Right.
So Rob Dillingham, he immediately, he realized that he was like, guarding the small. So he just tagged that man. And then, he told Nas Reed to get the big man. He just immediately went to the corner. And then, if he doesn't do that, then, someone like the guard would just throw Jakob Poeltl the ball. And that's just easy too because Rob is just small.
You talking like that's some advanced shit, Marcus. That's not advanced. That's stuff you do at the park. That's not something that's advanced.
Look, like even in screens against the Celtics yesterday.
What are you trying to sell me? That's my question. What are you trying to sell me, Marcus? Are you trying to sell me that this guy's
a bad defender?
Yes, he is, man. Yes, and you think bad. You think bad like he sucks. No, he's just new. That's all. He doesn't know what he's doing at this level to compete consistently. No, he doesn't. That's why he's only playing 16 minutes.
He competes every possession.
Consistently. If he competed like you say he does, then he wouldn't get hunted and teams wouldn't go after him. The reason why they go after him, because 1, he's a rookie. 2, he's small. 3, he doesn't know how to defend at this level yet. He's getting there. He will get there one day. He will get there.
One time.
So Marcus, what are we talking about when we talk about? Okay, he got scored on one time. He played 15 minutes. That's what you're telling me. So he got scored on one time. How many fouls did he have yesterday?
He had 3.
Right, and do you know why he had 3 fouls? Because they went after him.
No, those weren't 3 shooting fouls. Those were not
100%. They was against Derek White. I remember this was because this is in the first half against Derek White. He got caught with his hand in a cookie jar against Jason Tatum. I saw this yesterday, 100%. And I think it was against Drew Holiday, the third one. But I know for a fact the other two were. I know that for a fact. You're not Marcus. This is going in one ear and out the other. This kid is playing 15 minutes. You're arguing a moot point. That's what you're doing. You're arguing a moot point. That's what you're doing.
Where the last foul came from?
Where did the last foul come from, Marcus?
All right, the last foul came from it was a miscommunication. It was from Peyton Pritchard. He had jumped up. Peyton Pritchard got him on the pump fake, and then boom, he had got that hand one. That's what. And why is that?
And can you tell me why that is?
Why that is?
Yeah, why is that miscommunication?
Because he went over the screen instead of going under. That's what happened. Mm-hmm. But then you
think that has something to do with him being young?
No, but then because look, the thing is he fixed it in the next possession. They was running like a pin down for Peyton Pritchard, and it was like 2 double screens, right? But he went under the screen and actually got a deflection. And then, they should have called a foul on Peyton Pritchard because
was he a negative on defense yesterday or positive?
Absolutely not. If you actually just go rewatch.
I don't need to rewatch, Marcus. You're not schooling me on the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm sitting here watching the game yesterday.
You do, because it's just
no, I don't.
Minutes.
No, I do not, Marcus. You talk to me all the time with your fan hat on. You're never coming to me when it comes to Minnesota.
It is just 16 minutes.
When you talk to me, you always come to me subjectively about Minnesota. I have a very difficult time talking basketball with you when it comes to your Minnesota Timberwolves. I do, because I'm sitting here listening to you talk to me about a guy who's a rookie, who's 160 pounds, who you think is not a bad defender. I don't think he's a bad defender. I just think he's new. He doesn't know what he's doing yet. What you're trying to sell me is that he's good. That's what you're trying to sell me. And he's not. And I watch
not-
him. And I didn't just watch him on Sunday against the Celtics. I've watched him throughout the season. There's a reason why he's not playing as much. The reason why he's not playing as much is because he's new and he doesn't know what he's doing, both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. But you can't get that. And the reason why you can't get that, because you're talking from a subjective fan base. That's why.
I'm not.
Good. Yes, you are. Anyway. What up, Breezy?
Chilling, man. Trying not to be the villain.
It's hard out here, B. It is. It's hard out here to not be that.
Yo, chill. Yo, chat. Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? It's up to the page. Listen, I came to thank you, Chill. I watched Player's Choice earlier, and I see how Big Ox kind of glossed over that game. You know what I mean? It's all good. Shout out to Big Ox. But yeah, I agree with everything you said. And you know what I'm saying? I feel like Cam Thomas should get paid in a nutshell. That's basically what I was coming here to say. I think he should get paid. I think this would be Sean Marks' best signing. You know what I'm saying? From his best draft pick. Them being reluctant to sign him, and this is why I'm coming to ask you: Isn't Sean Marks sending a good message to the draft picks he may draft next draft class by signing Cam Thomas, somebody who been here 4 years, ready for extension? Like him, this is my question. What message is he sending by signing Cam Thomas to those draft picks? And what message is Sean Marks sending by not signing Cam Thomas to a long-term contract?
That we're not building around our picks. We don't trust the picks that we have. If he does sign them, that's what he actually is saying. He's saying that we are trusting our picks. We are trusting the draft guys that we got. We are building our unit around the guys that we got in the draft. If he lets him walk, which, I mean, I think Cam Thomas is right outside the top 15 in scoring this year. I think he's averaging 25 a game. Essentially, what you're telling everybody is that the draft picks that you have, the guys that you draft, you know what, we made a mistake and we're not doing a good job. That's essentially what you're telling them.
So okay, because I did a stream called Franchise Player Before the Franchise Player. So I feel like they should offload these veterans. Schroeder going to Orlando makes sense. I'm at this point, I think every team that want to compete, we're looking at Cam Johnson. Maybe on the fence about DFS, but Schroeder and Cam Johnson, I could see them. You know what I'm saying? Not ending the season with the Brooklyn Nets. And I'm saying
I love him in Denver, by the way. I love him in Denver.
Cam Johnson?
I love him in Denver.
That's tough.
I love him in Denver. I do.
That's tough. I don't know how, like, what package you see us getting? What would we get back? You know what I'm saying? I know they will love him, but what would we get back?
I think you already signed him to an extension. So
yeah,
draft picks ain't enough. We gotta make the money work. You have to make the money work, which means that like guys like Peyton Watson, Strother, guys like that, and maybe a couple of ones are going to have to be it. Because I don't see Denver giving up MPJ for Cam Johnson. Even though I like Cam Johnson, I don't see Denver giving him up for Cam Johnson. No, I don't see that. I'd be surprised if they did that.
All right, so you saying that Sean Marks should sign Cam Thomas and try to get the draft picks?
To be honest with you, when you draft guys, I mean, there's a reason why we got a player development department. I mean, how many teams in the league got a 25 a game guy? Not many. Of the 30 teams of the 30 teams in the league, how many of them have a 25 a game guy? And the ones that have 25 a game guys, I think these guys are completely different, right? If you building it, how many teams that's in the league that's building in the draft? How many teams that's in the league that are not playoff teams have 25 a game guys? That's kids. Like Cam Thomas is what, 21, 22? Something like
23. Yeah.
22 years old. So I got a building block here. I got a 25 a game guy. Then I go in the draft and I get somebody else, and I'm building my unit around this. As opposed to I'm just 4 years I built them up to be this, and now I'm just going to let them go to somebody else. Nah, I ain't trying to hear that. No.
I'm not. All right, so thank you again. So I thank you twice. So you saying that we should keep the Brooklyn Nets should sign Cam Thomas and they should pay him. Basically the same thing.
What what I don't get is I don't get why aren't you Like if you moving off Cam Thomas, if you moving off Cam Johnson, Cam Thomas, what you telling me is this wasn't our guy, and now we starting over, and we starting over with everybody. So Brooklyn has already said who's available.
Right.
I'm not really interested in moving off of a 25 a game guy. I'm just not. A 22-year-old 25 a game guy, I'm not. And even if Cooper Flag or Ace Bailey or one of these dudes, right? Or one of these dudes is available. Even if one of these dudes are available, I'm not interested in still not interested in moving off of a 22-year-old that's 25 a game. I could build with that. I could 100% build with that.
Thank you. Listen, chill. I hope they listen to you because you know what I mean. They having a hard time listening to Big Fan Breezy. So I came here to get help. So thank you, chill. Hopefully they listen and watching this podcast right now, and they sign Cam Thomas right after this show.
Absolutely, Breezy. Good to talk to you, my man. Out. Hey, Real, go do your homework. You didn't watch the show. Me and Ticket got into it. So shut up, you Ticket disciple. Every time you come in here with the goofy logic. And yes, me and Ticket got into it. But me and Ticket also have basketball conversations. All you do is you come in here and look for people to just be swinging all the time with your dumb ass. That's not what this is all the time. No, a lot of this stuff is basketball conversation. And me and Ticket did get into it earlier. And I did challenge some of his logic, just like he challenged some of my logic. But your stupid ass don't know that. You know why? Because you don't know basketball. Get your dumb ass out of my chat. Yo.
Yeah, how's it going, Joe?
What's up, brother? How you running?
Yeah, doing all right. How about you?
Good, brother. Running good.
Yeah, I got a couple of things on my mind. One is Lakers related,
Yep.
you know, and another is kind of just something, kind of NBA history agenda that I'm trying to push that, you know, I don't know too many people who really care about besides my man Chilltown. So I don't know which you really got time for, so I'll get into it. So for the Lakers, I think they like the thing that really made them so devastating during their championship run during 2020 was how like Dwight Howard helped as a weak side rim protector alongside AD, and I think that, you know, even though Dwight's still trying to make a bid to get back in the league, that's dead or whatever. I think they should look for somebody like Walker Kessler from Utah.
I'm not dealing with Danny Ainge, Fever. I'm not.
Yeah, of course, you know Danny Ainge. He's gonna leave you on the side of the road.
Yes,
with
he
your,
is.
with
yes,
with
he
nothing
is.
but your socks and your
yes, he is.
your underwear.
Yup. No wallet, no dough, no phone, nothing. I'm not dealing with Danny Ainge.
He's not trying to hear. He's not trying to hear nothing about Max Christie or or anything like that.
Nope. I'm not dealing with Danny Ainge. As much as I love Kessler, and I think he could be a damn good five man, one of the better defensive fives in the game. But I ain't interested in dealing with Danny Ainge. No. Nope. I'm not.
Yeah, I know there's some mutual interest between like Washington trying to get off of Jonas Valanciunas, but honestly, I don't think he really adds much to their defense, and that's kind of so much of a glaring weakness for the Lakers. Like, I don't know what he does to help them get over the hump of like the Nuggets. Like that doesn't really move the needle, and I know that's one of the guys that LeBron really vouched for them to go after in the offseason. That didn't really make too much sense to me.
I was trying to figure out, Fever, when you talk about like I've heard Valanciunas' name come up a couple times, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, Valanciunas isn't one of the better defending bigs in the game, right? I mean, he can knock down a mid-range shot, sure. He's pretty good around the basket, but you know, in terms of putting bodies on guys, he's pretty foul prone. With him being foul prone, that means that he'd have to sit down, which means Anthony Davis would have to move right back to the five. So it's not like he'd be on the floor primarily at the five, and then Anthony Davis can play at the four. It won't happen long. So I worry about that, getting a guy like Valanciunas. I do worry about stuff like that.
Yeah, I just don't know how much he really fits for them right now. I know, like, you know, Breezy and the Nets and whatnot, they're trying to blow it up. So
Call up Brooklyn and check their temperature on Claxton. Yeah, call them up.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Call them up.
Obviously, like he just got paid, so his contract would be that's a hurdle, but it's not like you dealing with Danny Ainge, who's going to be trying to, take you worth everything you got.
Yep.
Man, I just don't know how they improve their like perimeter defense. They're just so late on closeouts. That's always been like a personnel shortcoming that they've had. That ever since they lost somebody like KCP and Caruso, they haven't been able to make that up. It's just, they have performances where they can do that and they can kind of keep up with other teams, but it's sort of like they're dancing on a tightrope, and they can't hold back the dam from breaking against elite offenses. Guys
like Denver.
Yeah. I mean,
Denver, for example.
Denver is just a thorn in their side. I mean,
I don't know. To be honest with you, Fever, if you can avoid Denver, I mean, I think you can expose some things with some other teams, but Denver exposes so much from you guys. I just think that's I think that's the biggest problem. So that's really all I have to say about the Lakers. If you can avoid Denver, maybe you can make some noise in the Western Conference. That's really all. That's as far as I'm going to go with that. So, all right, brother. Good to talk to you. Absolutely.
I don't know if you got any more time, but I do got another topic.
I got to bounce, Fever, but good to talk to you, though, brother. Maybe I'll catch you next time. Yep.
Good to get down with you.
Yep. What up?
Yo, chill.
What up?
Hey, I just want to support you, and I don't know if you want to talk with the Clippers, but that's
What
my
about 'em?
team. So, since I think it was yesterday, right? They went against Philadelphia, where PG got like that's his new team. But the thing is, they're all injured, so I won't take that as a because I know like a lot of Clippers fan base are hurt when PG left. So I mean,
Don't y'all play the Celtics tonight?
I don't know. I'm watching
Yeah.
right now. I'm watching Atlanta and what do you call it, Mavericks. So I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I think I play the Celtics in Boston tonight. Yep.
I mean, but for me, like that big two and Kawhi and I think we just have to move on from that. So I mean they're looking good right now as far as like with defense and stuff. So I don't know.
But when Kawhi comes back, I mean, you
Oh
guys should be
man,
better.
I'm
I
just
mean,
I'm just
how
I'm
many
just
times have you
over
heard that?
that.
How many times have you heard that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just so over that. I mean, Kawhi is from SDSU, and I'm here in San Diego right now. So, but the thing is, yeah, he needs to retire, man.
I don't know what to tell you, brother. I don't.
Even PG, they
It's the
said
same
that
thing that we
PG
talking
needs to retire. They said because he's
about.
always hurt too, and he's supposed to be the healthy one, right?
PG, no. PG, a lot of the stuff that goes on with Paul George is on reputation. He'll be 35 next year. So
No,
I
I'm
don't think
saying
that
is like his injury is like the hyperextended knee, like that was like not non-contact. That
that
was
makes it
great.
even worse. Yeah, that makes it
That's
even
what I'm
worse.
saying. He's supposed to be a veteran that he knows how to move his body. Like, bro, like what's wrong with PG? I think it's all mental
Well,
with
no,
PG.
it's not. He's getting older. That's the problem.
Oh
And
yeah, that too. But the thing is, like Vince Carter and those guys, they're the longevity, because they're I would say wise with their with their time, with their off even off court, So I think I don't know. PG is just I love PG, but the thing is he's just immature in some of that's just me, that's just my you can but I don't know but into it, man. I've been into it. It's really good.
all right.
I got to play too. We're like the first Filipino league who got invited to play on the court, so
Word.
really good. Yeah,
All right,
so
brother.
thank
Good to
you, Chill,
talk to
for
you,
the
man. I
time. Yeah.
appreciate it. Yep. Yeah. I got a super chat. Hold on. I got a super chat here. It says, chill, Rob had one foul. Look at it. Look at it. This is what I'm saying. You got to rewatch. No, I don't. I don't have to rewatch. You're a bias. You're 100% a biased Minnesota fan. I can't talk Minnesota, but I can't talk basketball with you outside of Minnesota, and I won't. I will not. I will no longer talk any basketball that deals with the Minnesota Timberwolves with you. No, because there is no talking to you. So I'm good. I watched the game yesterday in its entirety. I watched Drew Holiday get fouled by Rob Dillingham. I watched Derek White get fouled by Rob Dillingham. I watched it. And I don't need to watch it again. I'm not that old. No. I'm pretty confident in what I've seen, and I'm pretty confident in watching them hunt. Though I'm pretty confident in watching them hunt him. Pretty confident in that. So I will not talk basketball when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves with you anymore. I'm good on you and the Minnesota Timberwolves. You could talk that with somebody else, but I'm not talking it with you. I'm straight. Chill. Penn's team got some nice assets for the Lakers. Davion, Bruce Brown can play defense. I can't. How do you say that kid's name? Agbaji. That's his name. The kid from Kansas. I'm gonna get his name right. Right. I'm gonna get his name right. Agbaji. And Brown. Right. So D'Lo gave a first for Agbaji and Bruce Brown, then trade Rui for. I don't know about that. I'm not sure if they're doing that. No, I'm not sure if even though Toronto does have some teams aren't interested in helping the Lakers. I just want to get to the bottom of that, Smokey. And it sounds great on the surface, but their teams are not interested in helping the Lakers at all. And I wouldn't be neither. Neither would I be. Because I feel like we do this dance every year with the Lakers, where I feel like we do this dance every year with the Lakers, where every year we get to this point, as long as James has been on the crew, they got to flip the roster. They got to start making changes. I'm not interested in helping them. No, I'm not. I'm not interested at all in helping that team. No, I'm not. I will not help them. Nope, I will not. So they got to figure it out. That's what the offseason is for, right? That's what the summer is for. That's what free agency is for. That's what the draft is for, which they did get it right in the draft, I think, with this kid, Dalton Connect, 100%. They did get it right with him. But other than that, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that at all. So it is about that time for me, though. I do have to bounce. I do have one. I got one more that I got to talk to. Hold on for a second. What up?
Yo, what up, Jill?
What's up?
What's up? Yeah, I just wanted to say real quick, man. I think the Lakers are good. I think when the playoffs come, I feel like I want to see what JJ Redick does, because I feel like the way this season is going, I think y'all going to see the Nuggets the first round again. But I don't think they're going to sweep y'all this year. I remember how you used to always talk about you were a 49ers fan. You said you don't want to see the Chiefs.
Yep.
But this year, I don't really feel that way about the Nuggets. They don't seem that dominant to me, even though they beat y'all the other day. I don't trust Jokic 3-point shooting in the playoffs. I don't trust Russell Westbrook's 3-point shooting in the playoffs. And right now, they got a lot of guys that's like making a lot of shots that I don't think is going to make these shots in the playoffs. And Cam Reddish, I've never been big on him, but I think JJ Redick can get through to him. He's a Duke guy. Cam's a Duke guy. I think him putting him in the starting lineup, I think that's going to help his confidence. And the reason why I like Cam with the Lakers is because he's a tall guy. He's pretty athletic, and I think that's what you're going to need to beat the Nuggets, because they got a lot of tall, athletic guys on their team. So I think in a 7-game series, I think JJ Redick, he seems like the kind of guy that's going to make some type of adjustment to slow Jokic down. So I think they're good. The Lakers are still the 4th seed right now. Y'all keep saying,
yeah, they are. They're top 5 seed.
y'all keep saying the West is the best conference, and even with the loser streak the Lakers on, they're still the 4th seed. So I think the Lakers are good.
I just talked to Ticket about that they're a top 5 seed, and Ticket's logic was that they running up on teams that don't have a whole team, and hey, that's not a me problem.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's why I said what I said about that's why I said what I said about the Golden State Warriors and about the Bulls. You beat who's in front of you. I don't care about that. We didn't have a word to say about the Bulls when they won 69 games that year. No, we didn't. We didn't say a word about them dudes. So that's what that was. But Classic, I'm gonna get moving, brother. Good to talk to you.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to talk to you. What up?
Hey, Joe, can you hear me?
Yup. What up?
How your night going? How your night going?
Good.
Good. I just got just one question, I guess. So when do you think Vando's coming back? Because he hasn't played in 2 years, and
What the hell? What's the story? But first of all, Haas, before you go any further, what's wrong with him? Before we talk about when he's coming back, I don't even know what's wrong with him. What's wrong with him?
I've been looking on Twitter and stuff. They say it's a foot injury, but it's I don't think it takes 2 years for a foot injury to heal.
2 years?
And it's every single time the camera pans over to him on the sideline, he got his street clothes on.
He looked fine to me.
I know, and it's just bro, what are you Get on the court.
He looked fine to me.
Please.
What's the problem?
It's just so annoying. It's just oh my God, just cut him at this point because it's they don't even need it's just confusing to me.
I don't get it neither, brother. Good to talk to you.
Yep. You too.
You guys know what time it is. It's about that time. And my man Oscar Reyes, he said it best. You know what time it is when you see me. You know where to find me at. If I'm not here, I'm on a panel from 11 to 2, Monday to Friday. If I'm not there, I'm here. Me and my man Tony Tone. Weeknights on Tuesday nights. If I'm not here, me and my man Big Ox on Saturday afternoon. So you know what time it is when you see me. Put on a suit, drink water, don't drink and drive. In the words of my man Oscar Reyes, hey man, call your mother. Last time you talk to your mother, call your mother. I will talk to you guys soon, but until then, take it light. Take it. Absolutely, man. It was good to see you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. If you follow basketball, you know Chilltown Hoops.
So this is really good right here.